In today's video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish blouse. So to start, here is my pattern paper and I've gone ahead to mark out my basic measurements. For this pattern, you need your shoulder to bust, under bust and waistline. We are cutting the upper part of this dress first before cutting the lower part. Now, after marking this, the next measurement you're going to take is your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then you can add ½ inch because this dress has a sleeve. Then come down by 1 inch. After marking that, you're going to mark a basic measurement of 3 inches. Now connect it to that 1 inch, forming your shoulder slope. The next step is to go ahead to find your chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Now I'm going to place my ruler and draw out a straight line there. After marking that, I'm going to place back my tape. I'll go ahead to mark my shoulder divided by 2 plus half. Now if you don't want to add this half, you can add it later or transferring your pattern to fabric. Now after connecting, you're going to divide what you have here into 2 equal parts and mark the midpoint. Come out by ½ inch. Now place your tape. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4 here. After you're done marking that, you're going to go ahead to connect from the upper part all the way to the midpoint and connect it to your bust round measurement divided by 4. Now the next step you're going to take here is to go ahead insert my measurement. So for this pattern, I will just be using the side bust dart. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Add any sewing allowance of your choice. Mark your under bust measurement divided by 4. Add any sewing allowance of your choice. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4 and add your sewing allowance. Now after you're done marking this, you want to go ahead to connect from here, from the bust to the under bust, and from the under bust to the waistline of your pattern. Now after you're done doing that, go ahead to insert our bust dart. So to get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and that of your shoulder to waist at the back. From here, I'll mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2 to serve as a guide. Then you connect your bust dart. Now if you don't understand that, measure your shoulder to waist in front, mine is 17, then measure your shoulder to waist at the back, which is 15.5 for the back, then deduct 15.5 from 17, you have 1.5, which you now connect. Now you go ahead to blend out your dart at this point. So it might be difficult doing this because you did not slash or open any part of your pattern, but you have to do this carefully. So what I'll do is to go ahead to use the tape and I'll tape this by the side. After this, I'll go ahead to add a little pattern paper at the upper part and I'll also tape it down. So what I'll do is to go ahead to outline my shoulder and neckline, right? So for the neckline, I'll be reducing it to 2.8 inches. You can still use 3 inches if you want to. This is because if you look closer to the neckline of this dress, find out that the neckline is a bit high and it is close to the neckline. So I went up by ½ inch at that point and blended it out. So now from the shoulder point for the neckline, I'll come down by 5 inches. This 5 inches is not a standard. Please go ahead to measure any neckline of your choice, right? You can use from 5, 4.5 or 6. Please go ahead to measure before you determine this. I had to measure for mine. Then I will connect from the neckline, cuff it this way. So you're going to connect this towards the lower part of your pattern. So after connecting at this point, I had to readjust it because I was not okay with what I had, but I will be doing that much later. I divided the remaining part of the shoulder into 2 and I will be connecting this all the way down, then leaving a little space at this point. So I'll still go ahead to take this down. I think it is a bit lower than the under bust. I'll still take it down, then I'll outline this part. Now this is what I have. After I'm done marking at this point, now there's a design in front of this dress. All you need to do is to cut a straight fabric for the front one, then cut your fabric, pleat it little at the side, then you now attach it. Now this is where you'll be adding the button on the dress too. So you'll be extending this part towards the lower part of your dress, right? So just like I said, I wasn't okay with what I had. You go ahead to adjust it. Just go ahead to cut this out, right? So while I was cutting, I didn't know that the camera stopped recording. But this is more like putting back your pattern together this way, and then you will now cut it out. So this is just the pattern. All you have to do is cut it out and then join it back this way. Now to be that other color of the fabric that extends from the shoulder towards the side. For the side of the fabric, you're going to cut this out and turn it. Now you attach it to the shoulder and towards the sleeve or armhole side of your dress. Then you now attach this part. Like I said, you cut out your straight fabric, cut out another one, create pleat designs and use it to turn it out. And you now join it to the center of your dress and then go ahead to rejoin your dress this way. Then this other little part will be overlapping at the shoulder. For the back of this dress, I've gone ahead to mark out all the basic measurements. Here is the zipper and here is the chest line. So you're going to mark your shoulder the same way you marked at the front, the same way you got your chest line, and this is my shoulder to waist for the back. Now for the back, it is very simple. All you need to do is mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2. After marking that, you place your ruler, draw a straight line. Now the next step you're going to take is to mark ½ inch on both sides of your pattern. Then come down by 1. I'll go ahead, come down by 1 inch and then go ahead to connect this all the way to the sides. So after marking this, the next step you need to take is to mark your bust measurement divided by 4, add your sewing allowance. Your waist measurement divided by 4, measure the dart intake, replace and then add your sewing allowance. Then go ahead to connect this. After you're done connecting, all you have to do is at the upper part, mark that 2.8 inches, go up by ½ inches, then blend it in this way towards the neckline. So here, mark ½ inch here and then take it up. This is to get rid of any steeper bulge you have at the back of your dress. So I'll just go ahead and I'll connect this all the way up, and after I'm done connecting, I'll go ahead to come down a little from this side, right? From the neckline, I'll come down to the back. Come down by around 1 inch after the neckline of this dress, or ½ inch after the shoulder, after the shoulder, come down by half or 1 inch. I didn't get to see the back, so I'm just marking according to what I feel the back. So I'll just go ahead and I will cut this out, and after cutting it out, we are going to work on the lower part of the dress. So if you have any question, please kindly go ahead to ask. To cut the back, I'll fold it in this way, like a triangle, right? Like I'm trying to cut out a flake. What you're going to do is to measure the waistline of the front, then add your sewing allowance and 3 extra inches. That is your waist measurement. If your waist is 28, divide it by 4, you have 7. Then add extra 3 to it, plus your sewing allowance. Now after that, what you do is mark out that 3 inches extra you added. This is for that design that is overlapping at the front of the dress. Now place your tape at your waist and mark the full length of your blouse. So let's say the full length of my dress is 26 plus extra 1 inch for turn up allowance and joining allowance. Mark your hip measurement at the lower part of your dress. Then after that, just go ahead and cut out this part. Cut out the part that you're going to use. Now flip it to the right side. I also want to indicate where that 3 inches is at the front, right? So I cut out the lower part. Now we are going to insert my measurement. At the lower part, mark your hip. Then start connecting from the waistline to create that flare effect at that point. After marking the hip, add extra stitching allowance plus extra 1.5 to 2 inches.
to give you that flay or pointy effect by the side, and then go ahead to connect this way. Now after connecting, I'll go up by 1 inch to 1.5, then I'll cut or create like a curve. Now I'll go ahead to connect it very well. So this is what I have after I was done connecting, and I'll go ahead to cut this out, and then go ahead to cut out the upper part of this pattern. Now what you have here is 2. Now we're trying to create that effect we have at the front. Tape from the waist all the way down. So what I have is 10 inches. This 10 inches, I'll divide it into 3 parts. The first one I'll use like 4 inches. The second one I'll use 3.5, and the last one I'll use 3.5. Now what I will do is to create a curve. I'll go ahead to create a curve. Then after creating a curve, I'll also connect to this point, create another curve. Then after creating another curve, I'll create the last curve. So this is where the button will be. This is where the button will be when you making the dress, and it will be overlapping the other one, right? So another thing for the other side, you need to note where it will be starting closely from the second curve, and from that point you now go ahead to connect it down. After connecting it, I'll just go ahead to cut out. I'll cut out following the curves, and after cutting out the curves, I will now go ahead to cut out this other side, then overlap it. Then after overlapping it, you join it to the front of your pattern. Now the next step is you can use this to cut out the back. What I'll do, I'll complete this part that I traced out, and then after doing that, I'll be leaving just 2 inches to 1.5 for the zipper allowance, right? For the zipper allowance at the front of the dress, that is, it will now be serving as the zipper. So put it together, take out the zipper bulge from the waistline, mark 1/2 inch, and then blend it out, and then go ahead to cut it. So this is the back pattern. Now join it to the upper part of the back.